Hi, Crystal. How are you?
Fine, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so Crystal, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me a little bit. Are you from New York?
This is home for me. I was born a block away from this store. My family lived in this neighborhood. They moved here in the 1940s, and lots of, I'd say about 80% of my family continue to live here in Bedford-Stuyvesant. My husband and I bought a house in this area in 1995, so we've called it home since then. Um, And I love it. I love the sense of community. It's so much like it was when I was younger, just in the way that neighbors know each other and speak to each other and really look out for one another. So this community has a special place in my heart.
Okay, so this is your reason why you did your bookstore here?
It is. It is. I mean, there's some more practical considerations that were part of it, but I felt very much at home, and I felt like there was some things that this neighborhood didn't have that I'd like to see in order to make it a more enjoyable place to live. Specifically, when we moved here in the mid '90s, there weren't a lot of commercial areas to match the beautiful housing that we fell in love with in coming to this area. So I really wanted to look at commercial businesses that could thrive in a neighborhood like this, which is very residential, but still add something to the quality of life for people that were here. So a friend of mine purchased the building that we're in, and was looking for ideas on what types of businesses to include in the commercial spaces that were available at that time. And I am an urban planner by trade, so I look a lot at cities and neighborhoods and how they develop. At the time she was considering the commercial spaces here, I was working on a project looking at gentrification and how it was happening around the country, and how neighborhoods were managing to stay together. And one of the strategies was creating spaces where people could gather to share ideas, to talk about what was good and bad, what needed some attention in their neighborhoods. And that was something that I thought Bed-Stuy lacked.
Mm-hmm.
Those sort of informal gathering spaces where positive change could come about. So we sort of my husband and I looked at the types of businesses that require people to stop and
Mm-hmm.
think and connect, not just the convenience of picking up whatever you're in the business to pick up and moving on, but the ones that sort of give you a little bit of pause. And it's in that space that great ideas and great connections can come about. An attempt to really reverse the brain drain that Bed-Stuy suffered from for many years.
What was that?
Well, you came here to live. Maybe you loved the housing, but you got up in the morning and got on the train
Mm-hmm.
and went to work, and you took all your great talents and you shared them outside of the community. And when you came back, because there weren't a lot of those formal places, you went to bed or did things privately in your home or outside of the neighborhood, and then you got up and did the same thing again. So just a cycle of living that didn't include spaces where we could really talk about how to make the neighborhood better. So we decided to open the bookstore, obviously for its attraction to people who are thinkers, who are readers, who are interested in education, and just the beauty that comes from exploring books
Mm-hmm.
and other works of expression. So we've been here for, and this is actually our 10th year. We're going into our 10th year. We'll be celebrating 10 years in July of 2010.
Oh, okay.
So what we did in framing the sort of approach to a retail bookstore was to create a series of programs that